Hello everyone, and welcome back to Invisible Inc. In the last episode, we raided Vault, I think. Plastech Vault. Went quite smoothly. We were in and out in a very small number of turns. I think they made it to like level 2 of Alert, but not level 3. I mean, it took us a lot of time in terms of like actual minutes, but turns we did well. So as a reward, I guess, we get to go to Cybernetics Lab, right? Right. We could go down here, 8 hours. This one's also 8 hours and leave us in a much better position, in my opinion. This stuff over here is not great, and this is all nice and clustered as well. So I'm thrilled to get out of Plastic and into FTM. Although, like, in day 9, like, FTM is going to start having some nasty stuff going on. I'm sure we're going to have to disable a large number of unpleasant tracking devices. But, you know, that's just the way of it. Let's make sure I have my vault card. Yeah, I do. I gave it to Derek. Fine. And he's going to be the one using these things, so that's good. The intro section is getting shorter now that we're out of, like, upgrades to give to our agents. Oh my god, more modulate. I hate modulate. I don't know, I hate a lot of these things, so it's sort of like not really that interesting to complain about it. Okay. So is this thing staring at us? I can't quite tell. Something is. It must be this thing, because it's the only thing I can see. But is it staring at here? When we open it, are we going to get tagged? I guess is my question. Not tagged, but spotted is my question. I could go invisible and scooch on out, but I should, in theory, be able to like figure out the trig myself. And I guess the answer is no, it will not see us, right? Because, well, I guess I don't know the answer to that, do I? I know it's not seeing here. I know it is seeing here. But I don't know about like any of these squares. There's not an easy way to find out, aside from just being invisible and opening it. Who has a crummy cloaking rig? Although it might actually be better to use a fancy cloaking rig, because this one like has a shorter cooldown, actually. And we can get a lot done with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is lend this to Rush or something. Oh, whoops. I can't drop it. I got to trade it. I forgot to hack the console, but I want Banks to be the one who goes out. I gotta pay attention to the server, too. Might want to deploy that here. Right? Like, this is a very isolated area. It's a good place to put the server. I think I'll have Prism do that so that Banks doesn't have to move anymore. She's going to be doing a lot of exploring, and I don't want her running out of moves just because she had to deploy a server because I forgot to do it earlier. Okay, everyone is well hidden except for Rush. But, like, the camera certainly won't see her, and we know already that there's nothing out here that would see her, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and cloak up and open the door. Oh, Rush could bring back the accelerator chip, actually. It's got a little bit more cooldown because Rush doesn't have torque injectors. But I think that's fine. Here you go. Take this back. And then just get over here. Now we'll cloak up. And it turns out it was hidden. We were hidden, rather, from it. There's a guard here. Let's... Derek has actions to spare. He can observe this guy. Alright, he's leaving, so we don't have to worry about him. We could put a parasite on him, and we probably will, so that we don't have to worry about his 6 armor in upcoming turns. Could even Buster Chip him. That would be pretty silly. I mean, it's fine, but there's other things like this safe and this camera that I would rather use a Buster Chip on. Probably the camera, in fact, is the main one. I think I will, in fact, do that. Oh, we found the grafters, and there is a vault door, so we may well be... Oh, I guess I'll spend an action peeking. May well get Derek all the way upgraded. It depends. We don't know whether there's a driller or more grafters back there. I'd much rather have more grafters. I don't need to drill anything at the moment. But okay, plenty of stuff to hack. And a decision. Which way is Banks going? Through here, where there is known to be a guard, or up through here? I think like thing number 1 is we're coming right here to pop out 4 firewalls on that thing. That's important, so that we can get through cheaply. We could actually get people through this turn, but I'd much rather not. I'd much rather stay here in safety. I guess we're gonna have everyone else go this way anyway, so coming here seems more productive for Banks. Oh. Alright, we found a router and a scanner, but honestly, late game FTM, I expect like 3 of each or something ridiculous. Alright, we got a lot of stuff to hack. That's good-ish. I kind of want to take a rest like here, so that just in case nobody like walks right through her, would be pretty bad. Are these EMP shielded? Yeah, of course they are. How about this? I wish it were, but oh, it is. Okay. So putting down an EMP right here is, these are EMP shielded as well. Anyway, an EMP shield right here is not shield, just an EMP here is pretty good. It's going to disable this console, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's going to knock out a ton of firewalls on all this stuff. Might even get this guy. I don't know. Let's see. It's not. I could have placed it better, but this is going to be fine. And I think we're going to do a couple data blasts so that the EMP disables these things right away. Nice. We can get that guy with this data blast. Very good. We got to be like a little bit careful with these. But yeah, I think we'll put a parasite on this. And now an EMP will knock this thing out without messing with the demon. It's also going to disable the camera, so maybe there was no point putting that parasite in, but I don't know. We're going to want the camera disabled permanently, so I think that's fine. And I could have Banks prep an ambush, but I don't expect anybody to come, like, walk. They'd have to literally walk to this square as their patrol point, which I just don't think is likely at all. So we'll just spend the last action peeking. There we go. That means we can see whatever happens through this door. Oh, look, there's a little diagram there. Does it say anything interesting? I don't know. There's just like a Venn diagram. This stuff is all getting EMP'd, which is great. This guard isn't, which is a bummer, but that's life. We'll even be able to get into that safe next turn. Nice. I like the way this mission is starting. And we found the shop as well. Okay, no one else is coming. Good. There's only one scanner and one router? Really? I'm sure I've been to a mission where they had 3 scanners. Huh. Well, okay. Oh, I see. No, there's one more than these 2, I think. See if I can hear it or something. Yeah. There's one up here somewhere. Okay, so we took out one of each, and there's still one of each left. That's more realistic. I didn't think FTM would just have one at this stage in the game. Oh, we already stole from him. Silly me. And all this stuff is gonna burden us. It's gonna be hard to carry out all this valuable tech, honestly. I don't know. I'm just gonna click on it just in case. I don't think you have to actually loot these, but I like to. Oh, you do have to. Really? Well, all right then. Let's send Derek in here. We're gonna have to be careful in this area because you never know. A guard might have come in the meantime. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, area is clean. Good. Oh man, just 200 credits. You'd think you'd be getting more at this stage. I maybe should have put some parasites on these things. Didn't think about it. All right, but I wanted to send Rush up here because I know she has inventory space and she can tag this guy, both of which are pretty valuable. She has a Buster chip too, if we can get there. Pew pew pew. Yeah, like hacking this is going to be pretty good. I still want to upgrade some programs. It means we can't get to the scanner this turn, but there's no rush. Is it EMP'd or something? What's the deal? Why can't she go shopping? Oh, she can. I just like can't click. Wrench 5. I mean, it's an interesting program. I mean, it's super high value, right? You get to break 5 firewalls for just 5 power. But actually, I mean, it costs 7 power, right, at the moment. But, you know. And Data Blast, like, does okay in compact areas. I mean, it would be nice to have a wrench. Don't get me wrong. I would be thrilled to have a wrench 5 in addition to everything I have, but I can't do that. I have to get rid of something I have. And I think everything I have is worth more than a wrench 5 right now. We're just not running into that much stuff with 5 strength. We're EMPing the stuff that does have 5. Like, it's just not a big deal. And we can stand here. He won't see us. Oh, he's actually looking at all these doors, so Banks can't really get out right now. She can peek through the doors, though. Since we know no one's coming through them, it's safe. There's this guy. What is he up to? What kind of drone is this? Pulse drone. Okay. And his route just takes him up there. Fine. How about out here? The exit. How exciting. How exiting. Alright, gotta decide what we're hacking before I decide how we move Banks, I guess. Prism has 1,000,000 movement points. We can actually get her up here and start investigating the rest of the facility. She could EMP these, I guess. Could be productive, but it's no rush. Okay, well, no obvious threats, but I'd rather not just barge in. We'll wait until next turn, see what we hear. I guess I'll take this for now. Maybe she'll want to open a door. Banks obviously doesn't need it. Daemon database, safe. The cameras are kind of the main problem right now. So this is where like I start thinking about programs like Oracle, right? Specifically, in fact, the program Oracle, which costs like some amount of power. It's like 4 or 6. Like, I don't know. It's kind of expensive. But it just takes over a camera without any regard for how much firewall it has. You don't even have to be able to see the camera. It's just a random camera on the level. You get control of it. So like now that the cameras have 7 firewalls and all of our program costs are super high, that starts to look like good value. I think what I'm going to do is like golem this. How big a data blast can I get? I can get these 3 things. I can't quite get these 3 things and the guard. And I can't get this camera involved at all. So I'm thinking maybe I use data blasts to take out this area. Oh, can I get 4 things, including that daemon database somehow? It looks like no, not even close. I would miss the camera. Okay. So I think we're going to golem this down over the course of 2 turns and data blast or parasite or something up there. Right, you just put down a 2-point parasite on this. It's going to be a while till we can get in, but this area seems fairly safe for the moment, so that's okay. I swear I heard another scanner. Maybe I was imagining it. All right, whatever. And we'll just move Derek up here, since we know this area is clear. Right? I guess there could have been, no. We saw the whole area last turn. We see it all this turn, so no one's patrolling through. Oh, maybe we should have parasited these things. I forgot. Okay, we found another guard. So maybe goleming this isn't good, especially since that's the device the router chose to reinforce. Really? Hacks. I call hacks. I probably should have EMP'd these and parasited them and like all kinds of smart things I didn't do. Well, let's get Derek up through here. Importantly, out of the way so we can just open this door without anything seeing him. All right, looks like there was no risk of that. So can I put down an EMP? I can put one like here that would hit all 4 of the main devices, assuming that there's something like 2 grafters in here, which is what we were hoping for, right? Instead, it looks like we have a drill. I should have peeked! I should have peeked! And not spent the power, or the card, because I don't want a drill. Ugh. Well, at least I can learn how drills work. Because I don't know the answer to that yet. I was like, I'll just open the door and there's going to be 2 grafters. It'll be great. But there aren't, and I would have loved to save this card. I've heard people complain, like, oh, I opened the door and it's got a thing, and it's like, I feel, you know, like it really sucks. And I saw that and I was like, just peek, bro. You don't have to use the card. And I forgot. So. Alright, so what does this do? It just says use it. But at any rate, it removes 1 augment. Does anybody have an augment that I don't really want? Like, all of Prism Banks's are pretty good. Prisms, like, this is nice, but we're not really having that much power trouble right now. These 2 are great. Rush, I could get rid of this, actually. Her kinetic capacitor is just not that great value, I don't think. 1 extra armor on melee stuff, you know? I mean, she's got some armor piercing for it anyway, but we're not doing a lot of melee, and I don't want to do a lot of melee. So we could use this on Rush, probably. Or perhaps on, like, Prisms, one of these 2 things. Like, they're okay, but they're not great, so we'll see. Okay, so how big is the 5? No, 6, I guess, right? I mean, I guess it says, right? No, it says 5. Okay. 1. Can I just not read? 1, 2. Yeah, it's 5. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you clearly can't reach that, all 3 of these. So we could just put an EMP down like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could put an EMP here. And I'll just continue observing this area, I guess. Well, I'll observe from in front of the door so that I can... Oh, I get a much better peek from here. Nice. But now he has to decide what to do. There's like this guard here who's making it awkward to get into that area. I guess thing number 1 is to disable this. No, it still says disable the scanner, so. Yeah, I don't really want this security card. I mean, I don't know that I want the scanning amp either that badly. No, I did have to take the thing out. Because it was, I guess, if they're EMP'd and they reboot, then they do come back online. But if you hack them, they never come back online. And if you take the thing out of them, they never come back online. Okay, fine. So it's kind of like hard to get going in here. I could open this door, which would get the guy's attention. Doesn't seem like a good plan to me. Or I could just slowly golem my way through all this. I don't love that. I guess it's just 2 turns, right? Golem this turn, golem next turn, and together with the parasite that's on there, that would take it out. How big did we say we can get one of these? We can't quite get the guard and the shop, can we? Ah, right there, that does it. That's reasonable value. Because it gets the shop as well. And disabling the guard, I mean, that's not nothing. Here was where we decided? Oh, I totally missed. I didn't hit the guard at all. This is what I'm... No, this just doesn't reach the guard. I'm just wrong. I would have to aim here, and I can't reach here. Can I? I think I can. So I'll just come up here, open the door, peek. Now I see better what's going on, which means I can put a data blast in the right position, right? Here? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, fine. I want to get like Rush and Banks both through here, but I can't really get either of them through, honestly. Maybe I'll just send Rush out here. She comes in here, she has 6 moves left, that's plenty. Whoops, should have closed that door. I've done this mission. Oh, I could consider rewinding to get back my vault card. Whoa. That might be a bit of an overreaction. I mean, I don't know. I think drilling out Rush's thing is fine. It's just not a very good augment. I don't think. I can't afford to sprint that often. The extra armor piercing on her melee is not that good because, I don't know, 1 extra point doesn't really make the difference when the opponents are at like 5 or whatever. So I'm happy to drill it out. It's not what I meant to do, but I'll live with it. If I stand here, I don't think he ever sees me, but I don't totally know. So I'll just stand If I stand here, I can't move. I'll stand here. I don't think I want to move, but this way I will have the option at least. I'm just gonna like golem this next turn or something. I was gonna take more than just one golem, isn't it? Golem and a data blast, maybe. I could maybe do the data blast now. See if I can get these guys. Turns out no. All right. Any parasite? A parasite on this is pretty okay. I really want to get these started is the thing, but I guess we can just golem them gradually or something. Exploring is what we need to do. We need to make our top priority. And, you know, Rush is coming in with a Buster Chip and so on, so it'll be okay. I'll just leave Derek right here, in fact. Rush has another EMP. We could just... Well, that wouldn't work. It would just disable him, which is not what I want. I wonder if I could benefit by giving Prism Derek's teleporter so that when he's done, he can get right into action. It's an interesting idea. I think I'll try it, sure. He can always just pick it up himself if I decide it's a bad idea. All right, that's everybody's moves. And it's all the hacking I plan to do for the moment. Oh, we found another camera. There's still a router somewhere. So this objectives thing is not updated. It should be telling me that there's a router left. Yeah, I hear it. It's right here. Maybe here-ish? I don't know exactly, but that area. All right, so a guard entered the area. Is it going to be possible for Rush to tag him at any point? I'm going to walk towards the devices here very slowly. See if she ever gets a shot. I don't think she's going to. These giant walls are in the way. Yeah, okay, fine. But whatever, let's break this open. Oh, it's on cooldown. Okay, well. Wow, there's no turn where you can actually open this, is there? We're going to have to mess with somebody's patrol path to get through. Because half the time this guy's watching. Well, he's just watching. Like, it's not a big deal if he sees us open the door, I don't think. He's not going to come out and shoot us. But we would then be committed to coming all the way into here, which could be pretty dangerous. So maybe that's not the best plan of all. And we could just wait for the guard patrols to change too. Anyway, do we pick up this? Like, everybody's pretty loaded down at the moment, except Derek. Speaking, here, Derek, why don't you take this garbage? Then Rush can pick up the teleporter if it seems to be a good idea. How many does this have left? 5? All right, I do want to get up there because every bit of firewalls that get added every turn is a problem. All right, so he's coming this way. I can come here, peek, have 2.5. That's enough to get me back to safety here. Okay, that's the most I can do. Uh-oh, uh-oh, alarms, alarms, everybody panic. Panic, I thought there would be a wall here, but there wasn't. Well, I mean, the good news is we found out there's nothing of value here, except maybe something that this safe is, or like, maybe there's a safe in here or something? So we will have to come back later, but for now we can get out of here. Sorry to disturb you, sir. I would love to distract this guy somehow without committing to going through here. Because I also like have to golem this to get through. I think I'll just golem this and then next turn go through there. It'll be fine. I could, I suppose, open both options by running up here, grabbing this power, and then coming back. Like if he stands there, I'll just make him stand here. There we go. See, it claims he's going there, but he's not. He's going here, I'm sure. So we'll just wait here. It's closest, I guess. Yeah. And that thing will be open next turn. I could send Rush up to this driller, but I don't understand yet. Like, is it going to take multiple turns to drill it out? Like when you add a slot? Probably. And I need her to use the Buster Chip anyway. Well, actually, the Buster Chip gets the most value on the driller, so sure, let's send her up. What a fancy room. All this gold everywhere. And next turn we'll, like, I don't know, golem this or something. Could put a parasite on this so that the Buster Chip finishes it off. Parasite's going to get a lot cheaper real soon, though. So I think I will not. I'll just do Buster Chip first and then, like, Parasite eventually. We could tag this guy. I'm not too keen on that right now. There's just so much to spend power on. It's these this Modulate Demon is a real beast. Tough to deal with. Oh, I heard another guard up here. Yeah, they do have a scanning amp somewhere, which is fine. Like, I can easily get out of the way of that. that is the simplest dodge in the world. I was going up here anyway. Having this guy right here close in on her is no problem for me. Ooh, look at all this. So close together for Data Blasts and... Whoa, hello. Okay. So that's a valuable tag area. I mean, even just these two guards is good to tag. It would be nice to get, like, I think there's a pulse drone up here somewhere, and of course there's the guy here, but I can't get a tag on him anytime soon. So we'll just head in here. Yeah, there's got to be a drone because this door is open. I'm a little worried about being spotted. So let's peek. Nothing. Peek again. Still nothing. This is 11 power. All right, so we've got some money to spend, so to speak. A Data Blast here is huge value, so I'll take it. Like, that's why Data Blast is such a good program. Data blasting this stuff is also pretty good, I think. Oh, look! I can nail all this. That's really good. That's actually better because I want these more urgently. Alright, rush. Let's see what this thing's all about. I don't like the demon that's going to show up. Validate. Yikes. But now we can see what this is all about. So I can add a socket, or I can drill an augment. Okay, and I get to choose which augment. I'm pretty sure you can't add a socket, though. I still haven't figured this out for sure. You can't add a socket if you have 5 already. But I'm happy to get rid of this, because I know there is a limit, and it's either 4 or 6, and I'm pretty sure it's 4. But if we remove this thing, we can fit something better in later. But actually, before I do either, these are open now, so let's see what they're all about. See if there's something we want to fit into Rush. Or distributed processing is not that great. It's just every turn, 50% chance to gain power. Not great. It's okay, but God, they're both distributed processing. That's garbage. Right. So like if we look at this, you know, there's space. No. Yeah. See, this is saying like we would be adding a socket here where there's a. I don't know, man. But I do want to give him another socket, so I'll do that. Boop, down you go. Can I not use? Oh, I just realized they might catch Derek because they changed the patrols. Oh, that's a little bit dumb. All right, let's tag these guys. I gotta know what's going on. Yeah, he's coming in here right now. Oh dear. All right, he actually won't see Derek though, so he's gonna see the transport beacon though. Jeez, I messed this up. Obviously. All right, I'm gonna have to come in here and pick up the transport beacon. The getting spotted by this camera. Oh look, and there was a safe there. Did rather mess things up for me. It advanced the alarm before I was expecting it. And so like in one sense, I would rather add a socket than empty a socket, because then I would have like an empty socket and a thing instead of just an empty socket. But augment drills are a lot rarer, harder to come by than new sockets, and I know there is a limit. So either way, I want to get rid of the kinetic thingy. Whoop, down you go, Rush. See ya. Oh, that's right. We have a bunch of power here. And this stupid thing, like we can't use the shop right now. Whoa, hello. Should have tagged that guy with my wisp, but instead I didn't. And from right there, I think he can maybe scan banks. I think his, I mean, like, he can see her, right? Like, they can see each other. So the scan surely reaches there. So I need to stim. See where this guy is going. And then, I don't know, come check this out. This room is empty. Okay, fine. So I guess I'll just end at the shop. I'd like to end here, but I don't totally understand pulse drones, visibility, so just in case, I'll end here. This guy's coming in here, and we don't want to be near him. Okay, well, this turn was a bit of a mistake on many, many fronts. But I think some more data blasts are still in order. I guess that'll do for now. Like, I want the camera, but maybe I can golem it or something. I don't know. I think we're just going to continue Data Blast. It's just like, I want to get this guard while I can, right, before he leaves, but I also want to minimize power usage. So I'm not sure exactly what the right approach is. I guess I'll go for it. This guy he must have mainframe attunement. Yeah, okay. Like, he's moving real fast. So every firewall we get on this guy is great because it decreases his move speed as well. Well, I suppose I should say every firewall we get off of him. Oh, here's an idea. We could hack the pulse drone to get a scout on our side. Yeah, I can't get this guy and much else. This other one doesn't have mainframe attunement, does he? No, he's just elite security. Yeah, like, he seemed to be moving real far, and I didn't realize until their turn started that it was probably because of mainframe attunement. Fine. We can steal from him. And this guy seems to have found his patrol path. I mean, it starts there, whatever it is, and then I don't know where he's going. He was on this square, not because it's part of his patrol, but because that's where Prism was. The other scanner is like in this room. I can hear it. Derek is right here, but they won't see him incredibly enough. Banks, I do want to get one. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to take this camera back as well. So one data blast in like this neighborhood is pretty good, because I get to go shopping as well. I mean, this is like a much weaker Shock Trap 3, but it doesn't cost power, and you don't have to put it on a door. So, I mean, it has some value. I don't know that I actually want it, but it's worth considering. Oh, interesting. You can actually move the map around while you have this open. Who knew? But okay, I think we do actually want banks. Were there not consoles up here? There's consoles. Oh, consoles here. Okay. I think I do want banks to commandeer this little drone, just to send him down here for scouting. Because there's still that guard who was in this area who's kind of a wild card. No, take his power first, of course. And she's not going to have much to use that Buster chip on for a while. So. Okay, we've found this guy. Where's he going? He's investigating to where? Well, he's going to get to here next turn, evidently. What is his end goal? Here. All right. It's fine, I guess. That means we can get through here, right? I guess there might still be another guard coming. But Banks can handle one guard, right? Well, her cloak is on cooldown, and she can't get into melee range of whatever's down here. Oh, this seems to be where the guy with mainframe attunement is heading. This way. Well, let's at least steal from this guy, I guess. Charge pack. Oh, that's nice. We could charge up that stem 4 since it's not coming back anytime soon. This mission, just like, yeah. Will you hold this valuable tech for me, please? All right, thanks. So I think I'll just wait here. I suppose Prism could confuse the issue by opening the door, and this guard wouldn't bother Banks, but I'm more worried about Prism. She needs to get up here and continue scouting. So, and in fact, she can put down Derek's transport beacon so that she's not encumbered next turn. This is the one who's not tagged, right? Okay. She can even maybe pick it up next turn, but I don't think she'll need to. I think Derek is on his way back up. And this episode is already getting a little long, but it doesn't feel like the right place in the mission to cut the episode, so I won't. No one is getting spotted, right? Prism is. This guy is going to be right here. Wow. All right, let's be a little more careful. I wish, like, that's another thing that the UI could add, in my opinion. Like, a thing that says, you know, where you've got your agents right now and where you've scouted the guards, you're putting an agent right in the way of getting spotted. Is that really what you want to do? And you'd be like, no, obviously not. And you could still be caught out by, like, guards who change their patrol path or, oh, geez, speaking of which, holy smokes, Derek is in danger. Wow, I am amazed they haven't seen him already. Well, I guess it's this guy who doesn't see him. But this guy is coming through. So we need to move Derek. It's a shame to waste. I don't have enough power to move Derek. Well. Huh. What else can I do? Banks is out of moves, or I could put her in the way so that this guy sees her. Jeez, this feels pretty dumb. I can teleport Derek later. I mean, it's no problem. It's just that they'll spot him and then they'll be alert. I don't think I have any way to generate power right now. Okay, well, Prism has a lot of moves. Can she, like, KO this guy somehow? I don't think so. Well, yeah, she totally could. Right? She can cloak. It's cloaking rig 2, so not great. She could cloak, run through this door, and put on a shock trap. There's a problem with that, which is that I don't know which guards would be affected because I don't know what order they're moving. I need this one to be the guy who gets affected. I can't KO that guy or kill him. He's got too much armor. Plus, it would take away 3 power, which is the 3 power I need to operate the shock trap. And of course, hitting them with a shock trap still has the problem that it angers them, but it buys us a lot of time while they're knocked out. All right, well, let's toss that in there at least so that if I need to, I can maybe do that next turn. I'm going to be pretty low on power, and I'm not generating a lot of power per turn. I'm going to have only 2 left. This mismanagement might be enough to rewind on here. I'm not sure. I just spent a lot on data blasts that I didn't need that badly. Is it possible that I could do without the shock traps somehow? Like, if she had a stim, I think we could maybe do it. Aha! And she can get one from Derek. He has a stim that's not on cooldown. So I think, well, we can't do without the shock trap, but we can make sure to knock out the one guy who matters the most, i.e. this guy. So here's what we do. We come down here. So this is what I like about roguelikes, is that you have, like, can I not? I can give him things, yeah. You, here, take it. Well, take, I don't know. Oh, I could borrow his Cloaking Rig 3 as well, which I think is a good idea. I'll keep her invisible in case something bad happens. I trade you Cloaking Rigs, and I'll trade you a charge pack for a stim. Fine. Actually, let's keep the charge pack as well and give him the EMP pack. Anyway, is that, like, there's a situation that looks pretty hopeless, and you can come up with a lot of okay plans, but because it's all turn-based, you have plenty of time to think, and you have a lot of resources, so there often is a better solution than what you found the first time. So patience really pays off here. All right, so let's use this cloak. Let's use the stim first. I don't think that using a stim would decloak you, but, like, just in case, I'll use the stim first. Because now I can get over and trap this door, which would be great. And depending on the order the guards move, so I can open the door immediately to KO these 2 guards. Or I can take my chances with the order the guards move and KO either all 3 of them if this guy's first, or just 1 if this guy comes first and then this guy, or the same 2 if this guy goes first. So I don't really feel any pressure to KO this guy, and I need to KO this guy, and I wouldn't mind KOing this guy, so I think I leave it up to chance a bit. All right, anyway, we apply the stim dose. Blam! We use the Cloaking Rig 3. Blam! And we come over to this door, and we apply a shock trap with our last 3 power. And then just get out of the way, but which direction? Oh, so there is something to be said, actually, for opening the door now, which is that it would mean Prism can use her leftover moves and get to, like, here. You know, I mean, that's something. She could get going over here. But I think we're going to need her to, like, apply paralyzers and so on. So I'll just, I'll wait. Maybe you should have walked through, then shut the door. I don't know. I like her on this side. It's fine. And let's just wait right here. Whew. That was close. It's still close. We got 0 power, guys. So it is not exactly over. There's still a bit of a crisis going on, but I think the main problem has been averted. Right? Yeah, everything looks okay. We did shut this door, right? Good. So Rush and Derek's thingy are safe. I could have just like put him on this side. I don't know. I didn't know which side was going to be more dangerous, but I should have thought about it and realized this side was the most safe spot. Then I wouldn't need all these heroics from Prism. All right, so that guy moved. Another guy up there. All right, so we are getting both of these. That's kind of nice. And we did not manage to KO this guy, right? Yeah, he just avoided it. And he's about to patrol and come back and see the slaughter. So, if possible, it would be nice to KO him somehow. Does anybody have 4 armor piercing? No. 3 on this gun and 2 on this gun. So I think that shock trap was basically the only way we had to KO that guy. But I think we can just move these 2 so that he won't see them. I think we can manage that. So it is now deactivated. There's still some guys up here who are a problem, but the main crisis down here is taken care of. I could sprint, but I don't think I have to. And we can have just one agent babysit both of these guys. So, yeah, this stupid drone is not doing me any good at all. I don't know why I wasted power on. I didn't waste power on him. I just wasted a buster chip, which is fine. The buster chip cools off pretty fast when Banks has those torque injectors. I won't center until it's clear that Prism doesn't need her help, which I expect to be the case, but I'm not sure. Where do we put Prism with these bodies? We could put her like over here, but that's pretty far. Whereas here is like perfectly safe, pretty much, in terms of this guy. And in terms of pretty much anyone, I don't think there's going to be anybody patrolling from this area. So let's just grab this guy, drag him, put him here, drop him. That one's a protector. That guy is elite security. Does it matter which one I paralyze? Not really. I guess I'd rather paralyze this guy just because he has slightly more armor, and we can't, no, they both have barrier, so I could, they both have the same amount of armor, basically. So let's paralyze this guy, whatever. Drag this guy over to him. Great. Now I can't put him down, and Prism is basically pinned here indefinitely. But now we've got these 3 guards all under control, which I think is well worth it. Alright, camera in there. Empty! Oh, all that work! Oh man, that was a dodge. And I mean, it's not perfect. We did have to incapacitate some guards who I would rather have just left alone. But, you know, better than getting murdered. And now it's Rush and Derek's job to get up into the rest of the area, I suppose. I could leave his teleport beacon here so that he has a guaranteed escape route. That's, like, an interesting option that I had not really thought about before. It's nice to have it to, like, be able to teleport somewhere. Like to say, oh, I just need to get across these laser beams or whatever. But I think it's actually more useful to have it already placed, because then guards won't react to you throwing it. Where is this guy going? It's creeping me out. There he is. Oh, yeah, of course. Right through me. Sure. Great. What an idiot. 6 firewalls, huh? 6 armor. Man. We could knock it down to 4. Can we get through 4 firewalls? 4 armor somehow? No. No. Oh, I'm gonna have to use... I can't use the teleporter. I just got out of this situation. I feel so dumb. And this time, I don't think I have any resources left to get out. Even a cloaking rig doesn't help because he's walking right through me. Can I, like, make noise somehow or something? Is there any way to get his attention? Like, instead of observing him, I could have used Wisp to tag him for 1 power, and then used the Cloak to step out of the way. But he's gonna see Rush too. I did this so badly. I mean, Rush has a Stim 4. Is there any way I can make use of that? Which way is this guy looking? Aha, yeah, I could have Rush get up to here, distract this guard in some way so that he doesn't... Okay. I'm not sure exactly where she's going to stand, but it's going to help somehow. Like, worst case, she can come here, right? And then get to, like, here, basically, or here or something? Like here, probably. Yeah, okay, this will do. It's not a pretty solution. Could I get away with going here? Yeah, because I could get here after that. So 3, 2, 0 and a half. This is nasty. So we're gonna cut the video after this turn, I think. Should maybe have done so a little while ago. But it's kind of been a sticky situation that I didn't want to make into a cliffhanger. Yeah, so we step here, he sees that. This guy is staring at the wall, as I recall, so he's not much of an issue. Crisis averted. Let's tag him. And then out we go. See ya. Life on the edge, guys. That is where we are living today. Just disaster after disaster. Narrowly survived. Oh, and they're going to scan somebody next turn. Oh, gross. Alright, but you guys are going to have to find out how that goes in the next video, because we are done with this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.